Peace and prosperity be unto all who's listening and watching. It's your girl, Shaeranea, right? And I'm back with another video. Hey, how everybody's doing today? Today's video is going to be about learning, and learning won't help you if, and all the reasons why learning will not help you, and the if, and what comes after the if. So guys, this channel is definitely about motivation and being encouraged and being inspired and coming to learn from our mistakes, but also our experiences, and being a better you every day with each content I make. So today, what I want to talk about is learning and the concept of you can spend your days educating yourself, reading books, many books, learning new things all the time, but when you don't put into action the things that you're learning, when you don't do in which that you're the valuable information that you're obtaining through these books, through these audios, through these elders in your lives, or people who come in your life and give you like information that is valuable, that can help you increase the abundance in your life. When you don't take heed to information by using your actions to lay down the pavement of walkway so that you can be successful, financially free, when you don't put yourself in a position of getting free of or becoming, you pretty much hinder yourself. So you want to put yourself in a position of growth, okay? So are you always putting yourself in a position of being able to grow, being able to evolve, being able to learn? But the thing about learning is, because you have many people throughout your life teaching you many things from a very young, and most of the time you don't really learn those lessons from people. The lessons that you remember most are the lessons that you can't remember who taught you those lessons. Those are sometimes the most memorable lessons, or the lessons that you don't remember anybody who taught you those specific lessons, because you weren't really listening, but you got the information because your subconscious mind had obtained all that information in the process of hearing. So the biggest thing about learning is that you never want to be somebody who's learning and not doing. We can only obtain and remember the information that we learn or read about, because we're sponges, okay? This human vessel is a sponge, and just as much as we can absorb, we need to let go. So we need to absorb all the good information we need. We need to use that valuable information. We need to give back that information, which is releasing. So this body is a sponge that is built to absorb and also release. So when you learn, do, but the only way that you can do is by repeating what you learn. So that requires actions, and that requires you figuring out how you as a person can do specific things. You may have to overcome something in order to learn how to do that specific thing, but if you never take into the appropriate actions to figure out whether you can even achieve what it is that this person has been successful at, you won't never know. So actions are powerful. It's why people say actions are better than words and more powerful. I don't really believe that. But for many people, actions are a lot louder than people's words, because people's words are not alignment of their actions. So this is why I believe as a woman that my words and my actions are a manifesting of who I am, and they shouldn't be out of the contradictory of themselves, and they should be the reflection of each other. So I'm somebody who learns, and sometimes certain things are very difficult for me to learn, and it takes me a little time to learn some things, but I always put into action the things that I'm learning. But there's some things that based on my perspective, I need to change the way I perceive the things that I'm learning, or the way I approach the things that I'm learning, and go about it in a new way so that I can learn how to do these things the appropriate or a better way than I'm doing them now. Okay? So that's the biggest thing about learning, is your mindset. Your mindset is the most powerful thing that you can use during the duration of learning something new or obtaining things new. New information, a new book, you run across a new opportunity, but it requires you to do such and such and such, but you're only good at like maybe 5 of them, and the other 5 you're probably like not the best. In life, you're going to be presented with many challenges that requires you to grow as a person, and you want to make sure that you're optimistic for the challenge and you embrace it. Embrace this journey head on with the confidence of knowing that you can overcome, okay? Because there's many things in our lives that are presented as storms, but they're really meant to be lessons. So if you're looking at the storm as a lesson to be learned and not something that is coming to destroy you or pull you and break you apart, if you're looking at it as a lesson to be learned, because we learning all the time. When you learn something, that means you put into action what you've learned, okay? What you've been learning. So when you learned it, you learned the lesson in which the storm has come to teach you, then you've put into actions, which is the thing that you learned, and that's the results that will present that if you're learning, you should always be making actions to back what you've learned. Because if you're learning a new way to talk to people because you're not very good at talking to people, and you don't put into actions how to talk to people, you're going to be talking to people the same way you always talk to people. So you have to work on the things that you know you need to work on, and full acknowledgement, full accountability, full responsibility is our obligation as people to do better for ourselves, but do better for the people and the environments around us, so that we are not going around making people's day bad because we have a lack of communication or a bad attitude or just really rude. If you're really a rude person, you don't know how to talk to people, you really need to work on that. So it's just like acknowledging and learning and changing and taking the actions, repeating, because if you're repeating, that means you're doing it like constantly. It's repetitious. You're repetitiously doing it, repeating it over and over. And then after so long, it becomes second nature. So constantly doing something over and over again until it becomes your habit, right? A healthy habit, not just something bad, something poor, and a healthy habit. You want to do things that make you better. You want to find ways to be better. You want to find ways to make the lives of people around you better. You want to expand as a person, but you also want to expand the world around you by expanding the world within you. So you guys have to have a gratitude mindset, and you have to know that the mind is all and the universe is mental, and that everything starts here before it can start out here. So when you work on your mind, your inner self, the inner love, and your ability to do just as much as your ability to learn, when you can do as much as you learn, then you are the results, the manifestation, and everything that you need to be, because you are not only what you say, you are what you do, you are what you want, and you what you are. And you become a complete reflection and not contradiction of what you want. So this is Manifestation Now, and I hope you guys have a phenomenal day. I love you guys. It's going to be some prosperous things happening on. We still have a few more months in this year, 2020, July, you guys. We have a little bit to go of this year, but let's be, productive. Let's stay focused. Let's stay having a gratitude attitude, a mindset of looking forward. You want to always have a forward-going mindset. Never get caught up on the storm. Learn the lesson in which the storm is intended to teach you. And once you've learned it, that means you took in reflection of your faults and what you may have done wrong, what you may need to work on. So it's just like growing as a person. So if you're watching this today and you like this content, comment, subscribe, like, share this video. Any information that you would like to know about me, it will be down in the description box below. And I want you guys to know that it's peace and love and happiness. And I love you guys. Hope you have a great day.